The trial of Arna Cheyenne Johnson, aka the Devil Made Me Do It case, took place in the fall of 1981 after the murder of Johnson's landlord Alan Bono. Johnson and his lawyer had attempted to submit a plea of not guilty by virtue of possession, but the defense was thrown out by the judge as no such defense could ever exist in a court of law. Prior to the murder, Johnson's girlfriend, Debbie Glatzel's little brother David, claimed that he was possessed by 42 demons. This was a month after Johnson had moved into the Glatzel residence in May of 1980. As Debbie believed he could help her brother out of his unusual behavior, David claimed a man with big black eyes, a thin face with animal features and jagged teeth, pointed ears, horns, and hooves approached him in a dream. The creature warned David to beware. The boy began waking up with unexplained scratches and bruises on his skin, and odd noises were heard in the attic, but no one could explain any of the events. Alarmed, Glatzel's parents then sought help from the Catholic Church. A priest came to bless the house. But David's dreams only got worse and the noises in the attic became louder and more frequent. David began to hiss at his family and speak in multiple voices. Someone had to stay with him every night as he would awaken every 30 minutes, sometimes due to seizures. Out of ideas, the Glatzels turned to Ed and Lorraine Warren. Lorraine claimed, "I saw a black, misty form next to him, which told me we were dealing with something of a negative nature." Soon the child was complaining that invisible hands were choking him, and there were red marks on him. The Warrens, alongside 4 priests, performed 4 minor rites of exorcism on David, and during one of the exorcisms, Johnson allegedly challenged the demons to enter him instead. After this, David was seemingly back to normal. He now only had trouble sleeping. However, Johnson had changed. Prior to the alleged possession of Johnson, he was a good guy. Now he would go into trances where he claimed to see the same man David saw, though he never remembered saying this, and got into trouble with the police. On February 16, 1981, Johnson went out to the bar with Debbie, David, their cousin, Johnson's sister, and his landlord Alan Bono. Allegedly, both men had too much to drink and an argument broke out. Johnson began to hiss and growl. After Bono grabbed the Glatzel cousin, Yosnan pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed Johnson more than 20 times before fleeing the scene. Johnson was found 2 miles from the crime scene and was arrested for murder,